nice little addition to any Pirates of the Caribbean collection if you can... There. Hello all you people out there in TV land. My name is CB Studios, also known as Kurt, and today I'm coming back to you with another journey back into the years past of Disney and pirates, and it's a Pirates of the Caribbean video. I don't know what you want from me. At the end of last year, I brought out two really fun videos. At least I thought they were really fun. I brought out a really nice video on the breakdown of my Captain Jack Sparrow costume, and I also brought out a video on my Jack Sparrow flintlock. Now, when I took photos and did my B-roll shots of that stuff, I showed them off on something that I thought was fairly bland. It's something that I built back in, I think, 2013. Actually, yeah, 2013. She's 10 years old now. And that was this. Are we upside down? No, we're the right way up. Yay! This is my Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End on Stranger Tides map. It's a map. It's the map. If you've seen Pirates of the Caribbean 3, and 2 for that matter, you'll know that they're very good films. But if you've seen Pirates of the Caribbean 3, you will know that the whole movie sort of centers around this fantastic, weird map. It's a series of concentric circles that Will Turner steals from Sao Feng at the very start, when it's a big rolled up proper chart thing. This is known as the Maokun map. M-A-O-K-U-N. Not Malkunk, for all of those of you who follow me on the Instagram. I am not the originator of this map. But he steals this map, and it helps them go from this reality to the afterlife, to Davy Jones's locker, to rescue Captain Jack Sparrow, and it also helps them get back. With the fantastic scene, Up is Down, my favorite piece of music from the Pirates of the Caribbean score. Fucking amazing. At the start of On Stranger Tides, Jack has this map rolled up in his jacket. It's rolled up like this. Just a nice little map. It has the route to the Aqua de Vida chalices, basically the Fountain of Youth, which is great. And if you actually look at the map, it's in Florida, right where Orlando is. Not right where Orlando is, but it's funny that it's in Florida. I built this as kind of a fun little prop to have and to carry around, and because I really wanted the map from Pirates of the Caribbean. And it's actually deceptively simple, and I constantly have people asking about this, and when I put up my video, I had a bunch of people ask about it as well. So I figured it deserved its own little video. The way that this was built, deceptively simple. This is actually a picture of the map that I found on Google. I don't know if the full res version is still up on there, but it was last time I looked. And I took it into, of all things, PowerPoint, and I split it, I quartered it. So there's actually 4 seams on this piece. And I printed each quarter out on an A4 page of iron-on t-shirt transfer. It was actually an iron-on t-shirt transfers for white. Printed them out on my inkjet printer, let them dry, and ironed them onto just a cheap t-shirt. I think it was about a $3 t-shirt from Kmart. Once that was done, I actually trimmed around the outside edge, and I had a nice, flexible fabric map. And that's really cool. It worked really nicely. I then went back to Kmart and I bought 2 bamboo placemats. Now they are your slatted bamboo placemats, you know, table mats, those sort of things. There's actually a seam directly underneath this leather band, but I got them organized fairly closely, and on one side of the bamboo placemats, the side that had the fabric printed, they've usually got like a mesh on one side that usually would be the backing. I used some contact adhesive and I glued my fabric map down to that. I let it dry, I trimmed around the edge, I did a little bit of burning and painting, broke off the slats to match the outside of the map, just using a hobby knife and a little saw and some pliers, and then added a leather band onto the back of it for the rolled up section, stitched on some ties so that we can tie it, and painted it. This is basically it. I painted it up with the Chinese characters on the one side, on the back side. Not great. I didn't have fantastic reference for that. I'd like to redo that at some point. But it makes the roly-uppy map. That's it. That's really it. You can actually see on the front, I've got this nice big score mark. It looks like something fell down, like a candle fell down onto it or burned it. That was actually a defect in my t-shirt transfer. So I punched through and made it look like it was part of the weathering of the map, and it really adds to it. It's not the highest resolution image, but there aren't crazy high resolution images really available, and that's par for the course for a lot of the stuff that came out in the mid-2000s. It just wasn't available and it wasn't needed. But that's it. That's my Jack Sparrow map. It's fantastic. The thing is that if you are going to use the map to try and find the Fountain of Youth, you really need to be in possession of 2 silver chalices, circa Ponce de Leon. Now, these are the second part of my Stranger Tides set, and I actually really like these. These are the goblets, the chalices, the silver chalices from a royal liege, from Pirates of the Caribbean 4 on Stranger Tides. And these actually, it's really dumb, these are from a Yahtzee game. Yahtzee brought out a Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides Yahtzee set. I think they're about $40 here in Australia. I only ever found the 2 of them, but they brought really nice heavy PVC goblets that are actually pretty accurate to the movie ones. The paint job leaves a little to be desired, but they are excellent for what they should be. I have Sharpied Aqua and Davida onto the top of these, and eventually I'd like to cast one up and do a pewter one, because I think this would be really, really sick in pewter. But they are just PVC goblets. They work really, really well for this. They work great with my map. There'll be photos at the end. You'll get to see all the fun stuff. It's great. They're a nice little addition to any Pirates of the Caribbean collection, should you be able to find them. They work really well, especially with the map. That's about it from me, guys. I just wanted to show this off because I've had a few people ask some questions and want to see it. Maybe if I hold it up the right way, it'll be even better. I might end up doing a rework on this somewhere in the future. I have some ideas on how I would like to make one of these a little bit better. But for the most part, if you can get the t-shirt transfers, you're halfway there. You should be able to do this for under $20 if you've got a color printer. That's awesome. I love that. It's a really fun, just cheap, easy to do prop that not a lot of people have done. To answer your question, no, the discs don't spin. Neither did the roll-up one on the movie. They had a big one that was machined brass discs that all sat in place so that they could spin. So even these ones in the movie didn't spin. So no, it doesn't spin. No, I won't make them to sell, because I don't make any of this shit to sell. I just want to show this off and tell you guys to do it too, because it's so much fun to do these sort of props. Thanks very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, I know it was just a short one, please do throw me a subscribe down the bottom. I'd love to have you on the crew, part of the ship, part of the crew. If you did enjoy this video, do throw me a like, throw me a comment if you've built one of these, if you've seen somebody else build one. I know there's a couple available on eBay that aren't quite as accurate print-wise, but they do look really cool. If you've got one of those, tell me too. Love to hear it. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and until then, drink up me hearties, yo-ho!